This is Josiah Plays Divinity, Original Sin 2. I'm experimenting with the possibilities of... Alright, he's invisible. Now he's hidden. And when I tried to pickpocket him, they immediately caught him. But he's invisible, so I don't understand. Does pickpocketing itself immediately break invisibility? Because if that's the case, okay, I get it.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue just to this round.
Oh, that's why there was such a big explosion.
Yeah, what of it?
I didn't just set off a firestorm grenade, I also broke this poison flask at the same time, and the poison interacted with the fire to create a bigger explosion. Oh, this game is legit though. Okay, if I go invisible... It does. It must. Pickpocketing itself must immediately break the invisibility. Okay, good to know. That's fine. In that case, is there anything I want to barter off these guys?
Fresh? Let me guess. You came across a bit of gold and want to turn
I have a little gold. What can I sell this guy? I have Irma's doll. I could sell Farah's daughter's doll for 6 gold. Let me discount 6%. Wasn't there somebody else who was kind of good? Oh, she's okay at bartering, but he's much better. Well, not much better, but a little bit better. Because of his persuasion thing, or whatever.
Send us your children, your supplicants, and you...
Okay. Do I want to sell something for 11 gold? I'm so disorganized. I don't know what I have, or like... I don't need to keep these crafting books now that I've read them.
Lest the void overtake and devour us all.
A makeshift shield. That makeshift shield is pretty nice though. Oh, fuck it. Let's get rid of it. Some threadbare pants. Perfect. 11. Give me the money. And I accept. Goodbye, Ralvo. And we pickpocketed Slug already. And she doesn't have anything I care about. You know what I still never did? Even now? Let's auto-sort. Did that auto-sort everybody's bags? Yeah, it did. I still didn't pass out food. So he's got mashed potatoes and wit, and it shows you, look up in the upper right-hand corner of the tooltip. It shows you that eating those things will take 1 action point. Which isn't bad. 1 action point for a 10% or a 15% heal. Like, where's my healing potions? That's 1 action point for 30 vitality. And right now 30 is most of my health. But when I have, you know, 200 or 500 health or something, then 30 vitality isn't going to be shit. But 10% or 15% will still be good. You know what I mean? So food will be useful forever. Because look, like 10% is, well, it's only 4.5 points of healing, which is probably rounded down. So it's probably only 4 points of healing, which isn't really very much. But for an action point, you can't complain. Because you could sit there and eat a whole bunch of food. You could use up all your action points and get, you know, a decent amount of healing if you needed to. Alright, I'm gonna send these poison arrows over to Fane. Fane's got this bow, 6 to 8 plus 1 finesse. The only downside to using a bow as Fane is he can't backstab. You can't backstab with a bow. So if he gets in there and uses his daggers, it's a dual wield situation, so for 2 action points he actually gets to attack with both daggers for 2 different backstabs. Versus 2 action points for 1 shot with the bow without a backstab. So he should really only use the bow if he has a real reason to have to be at range, because otherwise he's going to do a lot better with the daggers.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
No, but I wanted to pass out some of this food. Oh, I've got more penny bun mushrooms. I can make more healing potions. And if I don't want to do the whole combine thing right here, I can just go over to my recipes and just make these.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue just to this round.
What
Now I have a lot of healing potions.
Yeah, what of it?
Wait, who just made those? Oh, Fane made those. Why does Fane have 5 healing potions? Alright, let's split this into 2 and 3. Give 2 to Losa and 3 to Sabil. Actually, no. Give Losa more because Sabil has other ways to heal herself. And then he's got poison bottles and he's got poison food. Oh, that potato porridge isn't poisoned. That food is poisoned. And I think he can poison anything he wants. If I combine the ooze barrel with, like, a piece of bread. Yeah, I get poisoned bread.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue just to this round.
So he's got some poisoned foodstuffs.
Yeah, what of it?
Am I carrying any poisoned food that I need to give him? Because I don't want to accidentally eat poisoned food on my real character. I'd be curious to see how one would backstab with a bow. Well, I'm surprised that you can't backstab with a bow. I mean, if you're behind somebody and they're not looking and they can't defend themselves and you're just gonna shoot at a critical spot, it'd be just the same as backstabbing, I would think. But I guess it requires you to be up close to use the particular amount of finesse that you need to aim at just the right spot or whatever. I don't know. I don't think he's carrying any poisoned food, but he is carrying a bunch of other food, which he should give some of to the other 2 characters. So let's split 3 of these off and send them to Losa. Let's split 3 of these off and send them to Sabil. There we go.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
Alright, we're good to go here. You can combine some books. Really, Durzak? By the way, hi Durzak, good to see you. How do you... what books can you combine? Oh, skill books, right? You're talking about skill books? Because they advertise that as a feature. They call it skill crafting. Like, when you've got these skill books that you can learn powers from, like this Ignition book, or this Peace of Mind book, or Haste, these will teach you a power, but if you combine 2 different books from different schools of magic, it makes a different new power that you can learn instead, which seems really cool. In fact, I'm so tempted to try it right now. Oh, I can just quick save and then try it. And if I don't like what happens, I can reload. Lol, save scumming. Okay. So, let's say I want to take this Chameleon Cloak skill book, and I want to combine it with one of these fire skill books, like Ignition. Oh, shit. I've got Chameleon Cloak and Ignition, so it's a pyrokinetic and a polymorph. It worked! I got Bleed Fire skill book. What? Enemies will bleed fire when hit. Also creates a small fire surface beneath each target and ignites surfaces in the area. I don't even know if that's good, but it's cool. Okay, but that's a learning thing. Now I know, okay, that makes bleed fire, but I don't know that I actually want to do that with those books. So I'm just going to reload my save real fast. But now I know. If I decide I want bleed fire, I can combine a pyro book and a polymorph book and get bleed fire. I think they said it always has to be an elemental book and a non-elemental book. Like, one of the two books always has to be fire, air, earth, or water, and the other book has to be something that's not fire, air, earth, or water. Like warfare or scoundrel or something. I'm real interested to see what some of the combinations with warfare and scoundrel will be. Because those are what my two main fighters are. Alright, anyway, we've explored this, we've talked to the people, we've done some cooking, we've been up here and talked to this dwarf. Let's come this way now.
That's it. I call, pay up.
Chirp, chirp. Getting down there is chirping. Got a crate. Oh, give him the axe. A word of advice to the unarmed. Find a stick or a branch. Tie a sharp piece of rock to one end. Or do the same with a sharp piece of metal. Now you've got a simple axe. You're no longer unarmed. I actually have already done that. I have made myself a sharp stone on a long stick, which is my two-handed axe that I'm wielding. Necro, Poly, War, Huntsman, Scoundrel are the non-elemental side. Yeah, so if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and there's 4 different elements to combine with each one. So what is that, like 20 possible... Is that like 20 possible new skills you could make? Or is my math a giant pile of fail? Alright, so I think we're at a dead end here. So let's go... Oh, we can go down this way. Let's go down this way. Necro plus Hydro equals Blood Rain. Ah, cool. We already talked to Farah and Jeth.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
Alright, let's come over here. Actually, let's explore this sort of central area here before we start going down. So we already talked to this guy and these guards, and we already stole all their stuff. Oh, she's dead? No! No! If you guys will remember, when I first ran through here... Oh, this is awful. When I first ran through here, on my way to get my companions, this elf was standing here getting harassed by like a gang of hoodlums. And I just was like, okay, I'll deal with that later. And I moved on. They killed her while I wasn't even here. Oh, that makes me really unhappy. Well, hold on. I can't go back all the way to when she was alive, because that would be literally going back through a ludicrous number of hours. I mean, the amount of stuff I would have to do over again would be not cool. So I can't go back. Really. Time to restart. I know, right? I mean, this is 4 hours and 40 minutes, and right now I'm on... I don't know. If I were to go all the way back, which I'm not going to do, but what if I go back and then... You You restarted during the middle of Baldur's Gate 2 because you realized you missed the character. I kind of wouldn't mind restarting just so I could not play Ifan. Then I could have him as a companion instead, and I could like pick my own tags. But no, I can't go back. I can't start over again. I'm not gonna start over again. Not at this point. But what I will do, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll go back to here. I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna play that scene out, then I'll go back to my other game, so I can see what happens. Of course, I could just savor the next playthrough. That's true, Photon. That would just be like extra content for me next time. But this is right before we entered Fort Joy. We'll have to go through this scene again.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay.
We know.
Yeah, we know. We've been through this
You should
scene.
know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Presume that this lizard's treachery has been great, or the regime is run by the pettiest of tyrants. I'll try a different dialogue option here.
Bishop Alexander idly glances in your direction, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards Dallas. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its...
Stop.
Okay, we
My
know.
Father, the fate of Dallas.
Yes.
What a waste.
And... oh shit! I guess I don't have Fane's head covered. Okay, this is instant death right here. Dallas! The hammer uses 1 skill and kills my entire party in 1 shot. Okay, that was awkward. That was awkward. What if I load this game? Warfare skill or any weapon-based skill now takes into account both weapons. That is pretty cool. Where am I now?
Disgusting.
Oh, perfect.
Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Brave God, will you quit dragging this on? Tain't that hard, Legsy. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Cannot believe this dude murdered her while I was off screen. While I was off screen.
Come on then, Legsy.
See, look, this is just repeating,
I find only bread. I want no
right?
trouble.
Nothing's actually happening
Red or
here.
brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
It's just
You keep his
repeating.
name out your mouth, you filthy cod chewer.
I bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like
So
threats.
this implies that this is just going to keep repeating like this forever and ever.
Tain't that hard, Legsy. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
But what if I just like, okay, we're leaving. Blah, 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 we're leaving. And we're going this way. And we're going this way. Oh, I just gained 300 XP for walking to this spot. I'll have to remember that spot. We're gonna go back there. It's the 300 XP spot. This game is way better than Breath of Wild and the first Divinity. I agree. I strongly agree.
Is that thing eating corpses?
Oh, right. There's Migo. This guy kicked our ass before. Alright, so now I've left the area. I've gone far away. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder if it's just like a certain amount of time that passes. And then once it does... Oh, there's Sabille right there. What's up, Sabille?
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
A lot of nonsense is happening here. Now, if I go back, is she already dead? Oh, she is. So it didn't take much time at all. If you ignore that shit, they kill her fast. Ah, that sucks. You got to pray all day just to make it today all day. Alright. I need to find out what happens if I intervene on this. And then we'll go back to the other game and loot her dead body.
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
I wonder what she says if you talk to her with... Oh, but you can't. If you go get Sabille and come back, she'll be dead. But if you're an elf...
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Even Ifan has two different options here. Look away, or roll up your sleeves, nothing like a fist fight. And who is this Griff you speak of?
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp.
Wait, we're all fucking terrified of a cook? And why does this elf owe Griff money?
Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
It sounds like little more than a shakedown in disguise.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Oh, this is cool! I know some shit because I'm an outlaw. Aren't you Elodie Impaler Oldwood, the famed assassin of the North?
Why, yes. Of course I am. All my life.
Oh, wait, no, that was a bluff. I get it. We're making her sound like a badass so that these guys don't want to fuck with her. Okay.
Elodie? Oldwood? Impaler?
Maybe it's not a bluff, though, because her name actually is Elodie, and how would my character know that unless she really was somebody?
He shifts uncomfortably.
Ah, get out of here, will ya? You ain't worth my time, neither are you.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
Oh! 900 XP and so much reputation! They wouldn't bother to give you a bunch of reputation with her if she wasn't some kind of important character. And there's a quest.
Who in their right
Wow, I've got a 20% discount with her. Too bad she doesn't have anything.
There is a safe place.
Oh, and then she takes us to the elf cave, right? With... Oh, how did I miss all this? Where did the other two go? They skittered off. Okay, well, I'm not going to follow her now and go through the whole thing. I'll have to find out how that cool particular piece of fun happens in the next episode. What's up, Jack Store? Welcome. How you doing? So, let's go back to the main game and my intense sadness. I'm doing good, Jack Store. How are you doing? I have a feeling I can still start this quest from either her body or from talking to these thugs. Because that tends to be how Larian designs their quests, so they can start multiple ways or end multiple ways. Yeah, because Kenna and Burrow are still standing around here. Oh! Severed head! Sightless eyes stare in terror at whatever horrors mark their last moments. Okay, here's what I need to know. Is she carrying around a severed head and I'm just taking it? Or am I severing her head? Well, obviously we're gonna have Sabil eat this. Should I do that before or after I talk to these two? Let's talk to these two now.
See that ate the bark? That's what happens when you cross Griff.
He's got a pillow. And a penny bun. But he wants 71 gold for, lol. Okay. That's what happens when you cost Griff.
See that ate the bark? See that ate the bark? That's what happens when you cross Griff.
What if the elf talks to him?
See that ate the bark?
Okay. And talk to Kana?
Elfie should have thought twice before she crossed Griff.
Right, so then they talk some shit. Got some stained pants here. Right. And I'm assuming she'll say the same thing.
Elfie should have thought twice.
Right. So now we're gonna need you, Sabil, to eat a head.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be?
Wow, that's some serious shit. Oh, she just learned a skill. And yet... no quest was started. Motherfucker. First aid is good, but she can't use it because she doesn't have Huntsman. But I can get Huntsman for her. It's too overwhelming for you to enjoy it. I hear you, Jack Store. I hear you. Well, I'm not going back. I'm not going back that many hours. I just can't do it. So we're just gonna let this go, but note my sadness. She's like learning all kinds of crazy skills. Adrenaline, first aid. We're gonna unequip this right now because she can't actually use it yet. Until she gets, until she gets a point to put into Huntsman. The skill I really want to learn with her is this one, Restoration. It's a water spell that heals, and she can use it because she has water magic. But I have to find a book of that skill somewhere. I cannot believe Elodie is dead and I missed out on everything that was going to happen with that storyline. Well, honestly, that was probably just a feeder quest to get you to go to the elf cave. I can still probably participate in most of the storyline of the elf cave, is what I'm imagining. Let's take this sharp rock over here. It's so weird how objects like fly to you from far away. Flower pot. Alright, here's a guy named Dominic. And what we're gonna do with him is quick save. Well, if you think about it this way, Saito, really there were two different things to experience, and I just experienced one of them. I've experienced the what happens if she dies version, where I got to eat her head and have a vision and learn a thing about the elven homelands and so forth. You suggest playing on Explorer mode to make the game easier? I'm playing on Classic. I can change it anytime I want. If I start getting into battles and they're just way the fuck too hard or something, I could switch it down. But for now, I think Classic is fine. Alright, Fane. I'm gonna need you. Who the fuck is this asshole? Oh, it's Burrow again. Let's just make sure this guy doesn't interfere with what we're doing.
See that heap of bark? That's what happens when you cross Griff.
Pickpocketed curses. These people notice very quickly. He doesn't seem to give a shit, though. He's just going on with his worship. Talk my way out. Use wits. Success. Okay, great. Now, we'll talk to Dominic.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend!
Alright, teach me this endless prayer.
It isn't the words you speak, but rather that you speak them. Prophecy says that only our devotion will restore him to us. A murmur of prayer, constant as the ocean, can lure our Savior back to us.
The divine is dead, no matter how much anyone prays. Do I want to say that? I don't think so. I think it'd be better to play along with this guy. I hope you're right.
So do I. By the divine, so do I. If Bishop Alexander doesn't rise, I don't know who will protect us from this darkness. Some blame the Voidwoken for Alexander's failure to ascend. If all we sorcerers can be cured, then the bishop shall be free to rise. So chant the endless prayer.
Alright, I don't want Bishop Alexander to rise to divinity because I have to kill Bishop Alexander. He's my target. He's the whole reason my character is here. Unfortunately, he's as powerful as Dallas is, and we saw what happened when Dallas attacked us. In one fucking move, killed the entire party.
Our hope, our salvation, hear our prayer. Rise from among us, O chosen one, and deliver us from the horrors that haunt us.
the horrors that haunt us.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! Even if your kind has displeased the god so terribly of late.
Look at this shit. Practically every NPC says something different to her because she's an elf. What do you mean by my kind?
You know what I mean, elf. The dwarves and lizards are no better. The lot of you would drag us all into oblivion with your blind devotion to Source.
I'm beginning to see how this game can have 1,000,000 words. That's what they said. They said 1,000,000 words, which is pretty fucking impressive. Considering that's 200,000 words more than Planescape Torment had. And it's all voiced, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts.
The time of Source is over.
Oh, see, she gets a whole other conversation with him here. Aren't you also a sorcerer?
Of course I am, or I wouldn't be here. But I am humble enough to know that if Rivellon is to survive, I must surrender my power to the Divine Order. Source has become dangerous. It will undo us all. Fall to your knees, embrace Divinity! It's the only way a new divine will ascend and end these troubled times. Bow your head, please!
Okay. So we got ourselves a religious zealot. So here's the shrine to the divine. And there's a painting that's been laid there. So this guy looks pretty fucking divine. Giant beard, like halo crown, giant wings, plate armor, staff with big star symbol. Looks pretty divine.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Oh my god, it's Enigma Soul! Long time no see. How you been, Enigma? Undead are the most hated, followed by the elf and lizard, specifically the Red King. Yeah, it'll be great on my second playthrough, finding out what everybody says to Beast as a dwarf, and what everybody says to the Red Prince as a lizard, and still alive. They tell me it's better than the alternative. That answer will never change until the day it actually does. Yeah, I think I've seen you use that answer more than once before. Whoa, there's a button? I've got to know. Did I see that button because of my high wits, or does everybody see that button?
Shrine, by the looks of it.
Who's somebody with shitty wits? Losa.
The shrine.
Oh my god!
Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Okay, I didn't know this. I get to notice shit in dialogue because of my high wits also. I feel so justified in making my main character have good wits. It's gotten me out of trouble with the talking out of trouble thing so many times. With the persuasion or whatever. And now I'm noticing hidden buttons and shit. It's beautiful.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
I ain't gonna pray to fucking Lucian when I'm here to murder his son. That would seem a little bit hypocritical. Two-handed weapon fighter Enigma is what kind of character I'm running. I'm gonna scoff at the shrine's presence in this desperate place.
It does not react. The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
I disgust you. Why do I disgust you? Well, I've got 4 characters. One of them's a rogue, one of them's a summoner, one of them is a enchanter, and one of them is a two-handed fighter. Let's press this hidden button.
You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
My word, he has spoken. Lucian
Hatch
has
to the
spoken.
underground.
The eternal prayer. It worked.
Oh, and now this guy's all excited because that thing just opened up. Alright, let's talk to him.
The divine. Even in death, he's listened. A door. Do you see it? Incredible.
I assume he's not going to say anything new to her.
Divine. Even in death,
Right. He's all excited. You haven't investigated this game. Well, you don't create a whole party, but here's what's interesting. You create your main character, and you've got like about 12 different preset options to choose from. There's not classes, actually. There's just presets of things that you can take, because actually you can build your character however you want. And as you level up, you can raise any stats you want, you can raise any skills you want, and other skills, and you can learn anything you want. So even if my character right now is a two-handed sword fighter, I could just start making him a necromancer or a fucking huntsman or whatever at any given time as I level up. But anyway, you start with a few things, and that's what you're picking. But then when you get your companions, they're pre-made NPCs in terms of their story. But when you recruit each one of them, you can tell them what class you want them to be, and they will be set to whatever preset you pick out of all of the options. So I picked for my other characters to be a Shadow Blade, an Enchanter, and a Conjurer out of, like, 12 different options or something. One wonders what did freeze that ogre. Oh, that ogre. Frost grenades. Yeah, pillars, each NPC will have 2 classes you can pick for them in memory. So yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, they've got a complicated sort of multi-classing system that's going to go on in Pillars 2. Okay, hold on. So we're messing around with this shrine.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoff and feign.
The shrine remains as you left it, having revealed its long-kept secret.
I'll take his leave.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7
she's
gods.
gonna scoff.
It does not react.
What is up, Carl23123? How you doing? None of these people are gonna pray to this fucking
The
thing.
shrine remains
Let's have
as you
Losa
left
do
it,
it just
having revealed its
because.
long-kept secret. A low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within you.
Oh yeah?
Your knees buckle. The hum grows louder. The world tilts and fades.
Oh really? Oh. It's just a waypoint. It's just a waypoint. I see. Very clever. Alright, so there's a painting here, which I'm a little bit curious about. Apparently that's what Lucian looked like. Apparently the Divine couldn't be bothered to wear a shirt.
The so-called divine himself, Lucian. What good's a shrine to those hated by his order?
The rest of this stuff is very stolenish. Tales of the 7 Gods. Tell me more. I think I can read this without stealing it. Oh, Dominic does not like that. Well, hold on then. You do have to pray just to make it today. What's up, Brittany? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Kind of like more strict rules for how you can build your character, how to navigate restrictions, make for interesting choices. I hear that. I hear that. I like more freeform systems myself, where you can combine things however you wish. That really lets you build the character, the exact character concept that you have in your head.
The so-called divine himself, Lucian.
Well,
Good
here's
shrine
the
to
deal.
those hated by his order.
I want that book, or at least I want to read it. So what we're gonna do is come over here with my little undead guy, and he's gonna turn himself invisible.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
He's gonna turn himself invisible. Then while invisible, he's gonna turn himself into a big rock. Oh, he still noticed me. Are you crazy? Fuck him. I'm gonna ace this dude. God damn it, Dominic. What the hell are those things on the ground? I never had those before. Did I turn on some kind of mode? Whatever, let's jump behind this guy and backstab him. Let's turn him into a chicken. Dominic's a chicken. Let's come over here. Target is too far. Oh, I'm kind of in a bad way, aren't I? Can I ram this dude now? Now he's a knocked down chicken. Let's summon this thing. I like how my incarnate... What kind of incarnate is this? I think it's just a normal one that doesn't have any cool infusions. Because I didn't summon it on a particular element. Let's just blast this fool with some wands. Now, did that hit us? It totally didn't hit us. So what I just did there is I'm dual wielding wands with her. One of her wands is a poison wand, and one of her wands is a fire wand. So what she does is she shoots with her poison wand first, and it creates a surface of poison underneath the target, which is flammable. Then she shoots with her fire wand second, which then ignites and explodes that poison surface underneath, which is pretty fucking cool. And that's just her basic attack. She can just do that all the time. The Incarnate can get in here and rough somebody up. And let's finish him off with a little... What, he's got 12 health left? He's knocked down, burning, flanked, and in chicken form. He's got 12 health left. Can I finish him? Let's get him with the electric discharge. And now he's shocked. And he's got 2 health left. Let's finish him off with this. Oh no! Other NPCs are jumping in. Is this going to be slaughter the town time? Hey, he just used the same skill I used. Who the fuck is this asshole? Uh-oh, this is starting to look bad. This is starting to look like a problem. This is why you don't murder townsfolk all of a sudden. This guy's got a lot of health. And he's a traitor. I wonder if he's willing to trade with me in the middle of... No. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna reload my save now. We've murdered Dominic. I like how the big, tough, scary thug over here is fucking cowering. Not your turn. Yeah, I get it. Let's just load this quick save now. Sounds like who's from Santa Barbara? Splode? Yeah, it is very loose in terms of what it allows you to do with your character, Rupert. I mean, it's super loose. Everybody can do whatever they want. Alright, we've messed with the painting.
The so-called divine himself.
I don't understand how he sees Fane do this if he's fucking invisible. Invisibility does not work the same way in this that it did in Divinity Original Sin 1. Can I read this now? Oh, I can. Okay, good. I can read it, and dude's not stopping me. So that's what matters. Wait, what the hell is happening? Who the hell is Waltz? If I go back to him, is he still reading? Oh. Hold on, you're the thug everyone's talking about, aren't you? I've done nothing wrong. Think you can weasel your way out of this? I could use my strength. That's fucked up. The classic threat. It's a real nice family you have there. Be a shame if anything were to happen to them. Like if their necks got broke or something. Now, we're doing wits. I'm a private investigator, working to lure out a thief. Success. What happened to my reading? I was trying to read here. Attitude is 0. Whereas if he looks at him, attitude is 10. Because I'm persuasive or whatever. Oh, shirtless painting dude. Yeah, I hear ya. The trend continues at Necro level 10. You can steal 100% vital damage, aka hit point damage. Yeah, you would think that would be fucking overpowered. That sounds really OP. Alright, I gotta read this quickly, I guess, because when you go to read this, you've only got the duration of the invisibility. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, I ballsed this up. Ballsed it up. I didn't mean to take the book. I just want to read the book. Without this douche. Oh, I have an idea. I'll use my trick. You know, the trick that I use where I talk to somebody and make them face the other way, and then I pick their pocket. Duh. Alright, come here. So Ifan's gonna be like, hey Dominic, let's have a conversation.
Even in death he's listened.
And while they're having that conversation,
incredible.
Bane runs over here, hides, reads the book. And now Dominic's facing away because he's having that conversation. Oh, come on, Dominic! How did he look back? So much for that plan. Okay, hold on. We're gonna figure out a way to read this fucking book without getting in trouble. We're gonna figure it out. You gotta head off, Saito? What? Alright. See you later, Saito. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. We're gonna read this fucking book. Whatever it takes. You are an undead necro tank with leech, 1 hydro, 1 geo, and the rest of the necro with 2 rings that boost growth. Oh yeah, sounds like you're basically invincible. Okay. Ah, I'm wasting a whole lot of time. Tales of the Seven Gods. The Seven Gods were still young when they decided that each of them should have their... Actually, I don't care what his attitude toward Fane is. Maybe if it gets bad enough, though, he gets all stupid about it. People are really upset about me trying to read this book.
The divine! Even in death he's listened! A door. Do you see it? Incredible.
Okay. Seriously.
The divine! Even in death.
Alright, I'm gonna detach Fane from the party.
Do you see it? Incredible.
That way when he comes over here to do this, he's not gonna break any conversations or anything. Oh, who the fuck is this? Okay. Get out of here, Waltz. Waltz Disney. This is ridiculous. Man, they do not... They are pissed if you try to read a book. 2 hours later, he finds the same book by the hundreds just lying in some random fire or something. Okay, I have another plan. You got pizza? Oh, that sounds good, Jess. What kind of pizza you got? I love pizza. I love pizza. What kind of pizza? Alright, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna run over here. He's gonna break from the party. And come over here. Oh, I hate olives, though. Olive pizza is no bueno. He's gonna talk to this guy. From here.
The divine! Even in death he's listened!
He's gonna invisible.
Do you see it?
And hide. And take this book. Yes! We got it! We got the book without anybody noticing. Dun 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 dun. Alright, life is good then. Just want to read this fucking book, you know what I'm saying? Oh no! Talk my way out. Because she saw the crime scene. Did I just attack? Did I just... I had Fane attack my guy. Oh, but it must have just taken off armor. Because he's okay. You're Italian, half your diet growing up with olives? Oh no. Yeah, I can't do olives. A random bolt of lightning strikes him down. Fine. Now we can read the book. This book better be fucking good after all this. Tales of the Seven Gods. The Seven Gods were still young when they decided that each of them should have their own race to guide through the eternal flow of time. And thus it happened that Rallic, the most powerful of all gods, became the patron of the humans. The burly Duna created the dwarves in his own likeness and even lived beside them in the mountainous caverns. Tyrsindelius, the poet, went into the woods and created the elves. He blessed them with near immortality and wisdom. The reptile goddess, Zordalstisa, wished to command a proud warrior race, and thus she created the lizard people, fierce fighters from the wastelands. The god Vrogir, renowned for his brutality and violence, created the orcs, and enslaved them for more than 300 years before he left Rivellon. Zanteza, the goddess of mirth and laughter, wanted an intelligent race, versed in the arts of magic around her. She created the imps, who were talented magicians and engineers. The goddess Amadia was an outsider, preferring to live in complete solitude. As the centuries passed, the 6 races spread over the continent. One day, Amadia's dalliance with a wizard resulted in the birth of several demigods.
She granted her lover immortality and decided that she would act as the patron mother of the wizards. Although wizards are not considered as a separate race, they have always had their own goddess to pay tribute to.
Well, that could prove to be useful information. Oh, I got some stained pants here. And a stained shirt. Is somebody going to wear this stained shirt? 3 armor. 3 armor. She can wear it. And now she's wearing a very different looking shirt. Everybody's wearing brown. Except for the elf, who's wearing not much. So much brown. Then we've also got these awesome stained pants, which are worth 2 armor. How's he looking on pants? I think you'd use these. She has pants technically, even though it doesn't really look like she has much in the way of pants. Oh, she just switched to a whole elf ensemble. Wow, look at this. She is all in full-on leaf mode. Okay. She looks elfy as fuck now. Hella elfy. Hell elf. Alright, cool. If I look in my backpack, what do I find? I find keys and books. Keys and books. Amateur drawings, place in the backpack. Here's a buddy's key. Here's crafty weaponry. Actually, I should not put books in here that I'm gonna sell. Such as... well, just this one, I guess. Keys and books. Tales of the 7 Gods. Get in the bag. Magister's Key. Get in the bag. Obviously not including skill books. One of these people should have a bag with just, like, food and stuff in it. One of them should have a bag with just crafting materials. And one of them should have a bag with just... I don't even know. Just skill books, maybe. Healthy. Yes, Nox. Healthy. Sabile. Let's look at her elf outfit. It does look very elven. Very much of a leaf motif. A leaf motif. Except for the fact that her shoulder pads literally vanish when you're looking at her from behind. Whereas if you look at this guy, he literally still does not have boots! I've been playing this game for like, I don't even know, like 13, 14 hours or something, and I do not have boots yet. I'm walking around fucking barefoot. In fact, she's barefoot. Thane is the only one that isn't barefoot. Because he's trying to cover up his bony feet. And Lowe's, she looks like some sort of gypsy now. And she, also, barefoot. It's apparently footwear is really hard to find in the world of Rivellon. These people all have boots. Elodie doesn't, though. I don't think any of the elves I've seen are wearing footwear or pants, for that matter. It must be something in the elven religion. Thou shalt not wear garments below your waist. Alright. Well, do we want to go in the hatch to the underground? I don't think we do yet, so I'm not going to. I need to end this episode, however. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere because I am not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now over, so thank you for watching. It has been Josiah Plays Divinity Original Sin 2.